What's up guys, Joe here, welcome back to my channel, and today we are back with the first of the Ardennes Classics here on PCM 2020, and we're in September, funnily enough, as strange as that may be in this crazy season of cycling, but we do have La Flèche today, and of course the Mur de Huy will be the decider of today's race. So looking at the start list, we do have EF with a very strong team led by Mike Woods. We have the likes of Youngles, also Bagioli for De Koenig Quickstep. Bahrain McLaren have Landa, Dylan Toons as well. Pogacar, the Tour de France winner, is here. We have De Plus and De Moulin. The likes of Mollard and Madouar is here. We have Quinn Simmons for Trek. We also have Omar Fraile for Astana. Quieto leading the Ineos Grenadiers. He seems to be in fantastic shape right now. We also have Lenny Kemner and Patrick Conrad for Bora Hansgrohe. Dan Martin is here, not quite in his form of old. We have Simon Geschke leading CCC. He though is in great form at now 34 years old. Tim Wellens is here for Lotto with an all-Belgian team. We have Benoit Cosnefra, Daryl Impey, Mark Hirschi here for Sunweb, one of the key players for this race, that is for sure. We also have Roman Kreuziger for NTT, pretty well-rounded squad right there. Barguil is here, Harada, we have Vakoc and Sparagli for Alpecin, the likes of Prades, Hiver, and you can see the rest of the guys with Jelle Valendert at his favourite races of the season. And you know what guys, we're gonna take Bingo and Jelle Valendert in this one. On paper, judging by PCM, the weakest team in the race, but Valendert so good at the Ardennes. In fact, he's not so good, but it's the only races he does perform on. So we'll see if that is the same now, 35 years old. I think probably Hirschi, Quieto are the favourites. So yeah, this is going to be difficult. Let's give it a go. We get underway then here in Belgium, and we have Valendert on a +1 day. We also have some riders on good form as well. One of the weaknesses of me picking this team is that I can't really say any of their names, but we're going to try and put a couple riders in today's breakaway, as we have Leonard Hofstede on the attack already. So here we go, making our way up the road with a couple of guys right here. Let's settle in, try and relay. They should let both of our riders off the front, I believe. You can see that other riders trying to get in the breakaway right now. Is Hagisa trying to get in the break? Not sure. Oh boy, we've had a big fall early on in the race, and Mark Hirschi, maybe the pre-race favourite, has gone down, and Mark Hirschi is out of the race. My oh my. I think the favourite for the race, of course, just 22 years old. He's out the race already. That is a big shame. Oh, and we've just had a rider fall as well. Molly has fallen behind, and here we've got Quieto fallen, as well as Hagita, Tim Wellens as well. My oh my, this is a crazy start to today's race, and we have a big tempo on the front as well. Look at this tempo we have by Bahrain McLaren, I guess, trying to keep those leaders behind. My oh my, look at this start to the race. Molly is going to struggle to stay here. I'll put him maintain at 95 just so we can try and stay in this group, but Quieto and Wellens and that group are struggling to get back in, and the tempo is still mad on the front. Oh my word, and in this chasing group we've just had another fall. I don't think any leaders are here, but you can see all of their helpers pretty much are now behind, so we have much less a chance of coming back in. You can see Quieto has just 2 teammates now in this group. And there we have it then, less than 50k into the race. The breakaway, the early breakaway are now caught, and I can't tempo, but those guys can stay at 85 on the front. Are they trying to re-attack? We're just going to sit in whilst this high tempo is taking place on the front of the peloton. Not worth trying to attack. But 2 minutes 40 back to these guys. I think Quieto, Wellens, Hagita, they're done it seems. I actually cannot believe what we're seeing here. 138k still to go. I've just used everyone's energy gels by accident, so that is fantastic. I tried to use our 2 protectors gels, but everyone is going to take their gel, which to be honest they do need at this stage because we're going uphill now and the tempo is still massive. And we now have literally no helpers left for Quieto, Hagita and Tim Wellens, they're having to make their own way up to the peloton as riders just dropping out of this group now. This is just a crazy La Flèche. So then, I think it's over. We have plenty of riders stranded behind right now, including one of our own riders, of course, that did fall earlier on. But importantly, the group featuring Quieto and Tim Wellens did make it back into this group. As you can see, surely they're going to be super tired though for the final. So with everyone so tired, we have just had 3 riders go up the road. Hiver, Barbero and Nylon. Certainly don't want to underestimate these riders. In particular, Chris Nylon's a very good, strong rider. As you can see by his attributes, we have more riders just falling behind as well. So we're now coming to the final 70k of the race. 4 riders up the road. I think Planket did join those guys up the road. They don't have any real advantage though, as we have riders still struggling at the back of the peloton, as you see right here. But I'm just going to try and play this really defensively as possible. As you can see, an incredible job by the stage maker right here, as a rider on our team falls by himself. It seems he's going to be stuck behind because he has pretty much no energy left. And as I say that, we hit the Mur de Huy for the first climb in the race. You can see Quieto straight to the front. We have Mike Woods to the front as well. And look how steep this climb is. We will be here in a couple of kilometers, 62 kilometers in fact, deciding the winner of this race. And look at the tempo we are currently enduring. It's AG2R on the front and our guys working super hard just to stay in the front. Mikel Landa is done already. Look at this. We have 36 riders at the front of the race with more. Danny Martinez dropping out the back. This is absurd. And I will make the move to protect our strongest 2 riders, Van and Dirt. And I think it's Liter here on a +5 day. A very good day for him. He even could potentially lead our squads. But 30 riders right now with 56k to go. This is just an incredible addition of La Flèche. Leonard Kemner out the back for Bora. Oh my, I'm right to the back of this peloton and the pace just doesn't let up, it seems. We have a super high tempo. Cannot get over how difficult this race has been so far. We still have 4 riders in this group somehow, with on paper the weakest team here, but I can see our guys are quickly going to go out the back, I think. So 27 riders approach the Mur de Huy for the penultimate climb. But as I say that, we've had a fall in the peloton. Dumoulin has fallen from this front group. Can't quite see him for now. How far back is Tom Dumoulin? You can see he's some way back on the roads. And Jumbo-Visma's leader is probably out the back for good, with only Laurens de Plus at the front as well now. And again, the Mur de Huy up to 70%. Valentin Madouar on the attack, Tim Wellens as well. My oh my, we need to up the tempo massively here. We have some big favourites, Dan Martin, Pogacar, Quieto, all attacking off the front right now, and we need to make some moves, but let's try and stay pretty steady. Not quite sure who our leader is. We've managed to stay in the main group right here with Quieto, Youngles, De Plus as well. 18 riders are in this group. Who's the stronger rider here? It's very close. However, up the roads we have a couple of attackers, Wellens, Martin and Madouar. So looking between these 2 riders, if you look at their yellow bar, it is almost identical, but I think Van den Dert still has slightly stronger resistance, or sorry, slightly stronger hill on the day. So I think we will still lead with yellow Van den Dert. So 20k to go. I'm very wary that we could see some more attacks, and there you go. Pogacar, Quieto, De Plus on the attack. We're going to have to up this to 95, maybe higher in a moment as well. I'll try and jump in Cosnefroid's wheel just momentarily, but of course these riders, look at these riders, they're so good. Very difficult just to stay with them, but we do for now. Still, we have 2 riders in this group. I don't think that can be said for many teams, if any, at this stage. So Benoit Cosnefroid trying to attack away. He has some fantastic acceleration compared to our riders. Just going to try and stay here or thereabouts, but Cosnefroid going off the front momentarily, and despite us being one of the weakest teams on paper, we still have 2 riders here, so I'm going to take it up on the front, and we do catch the Frenchman. 13k to go now, so it's somewhat cagey here coming into the final of what has been an absolutely epic race, let's be honest guys. But Lita going to 90 on the front on this penultimate climb, we will of course be coming into the Motorhoi for the final time. Let's try and moderate this actually to maybe just 65 in fact, because we do have not the most energy. But Tim Wellens, look at that attack from the Belgian. That was simply incredible. I don't have too much left to give here. Van den Dert not feeling too great either. We're going to have to ask for some help, but these guys unable to help. And Tim Wellens, this is a big move, maybe the decisive move in this race. And Kreuziger and Jungels have been dropped momentarily. Conrad is struggling as well, but Tim Wellens has a 25-second lead with 6.5k to go. Van den Dert looking pretty good to be fair, but Lita is going to use himself up right here on this downhill and on the following flat section. We do have some falls further behind, but Tim Wellens still with 30 seconds on the chasing group. Let's try and go like this. We're going to have to pace 84 on this flatter section. I don't want to drop off Van den Dert until we reach the Motorhoi, and that is going to be very difficult, as you can see right here. All the teams relying on Bingo to do the chasing, and we're going to have to up this now to 80, try and protect Jelle Van den Dert for as long as we can. And here we go, onto the Motorhoi. Tim Wellens has been caught basically due to our tempo. Van den Dert up to 95, 99 into the final 500 meters. Can we sprint through in the final? Van den Dert coming through in his attempt to win Le Flèche. It's going to be close. It's not going to be our day. Kwiatkowski versus De Plus, and Laurens De Plus takes it ahead of Kwiato, and Van den Dert in third place in what has been an absolutely epic race. Toons Martin round out the top 5. Laurens De Plus on top of the podium here in Belgium. I have to say guys, that was perhaps the most fun I've had playing this edition of PCM. Van den Dert on the podium alongside Kwiato and Laurens De Plus. And let me tell you, if the real Le Flèche turns out to be this exciting, we are in for a treat. But I hope you guys enjoyed this playthrough. Drop a like on the video if you did. Tell me what you thought in the comments below. I will see you guys in the next one.